Attention please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
Well, Anthony Rizzo and Joey Gallo made their Yankee debuts on the road. This is the first time they'll get to put on the pinstripes. They are here in the Bronx, and it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. Tonight, it's the New York Yankees against the Baltimore Orioles in the first game of a three-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball, along with Paul O'Neill. I'm Michael Kay. The Yankees went into Miami with their new players, and they swept the Marlins. And now, one of the reasons they did sweep the Marlins is that Anthony Rizzo had one of the great first series that any player could have.
I mean, what a way, what a story, what a thing he's done. He's come over. He's only been here for 3 days. It feels like he's been here for a month. But what does he bring to this team? Well, he's a good, solid hitter, and he brings a lot of power. That was game one. That ended up being the game winner. Well, let's just throw another one up there. Game two. I tell you what, Anthony Rizzo stands on top of the plate and can handle the ball away. If you need to tie the game up, you need a big hit off a lefty, he'll do that too. We knew we were getting Gold Glove first baseman out of him. I'll tell you what, Anthony Rizzo was impressive in Miami.
You want impressive, Paul? I'm going to give you numbers. First 3 games, .556 batting average. The 1.915 OPS in the first series with a team that's the best in Yankees history. And an RBI and a team win in the first 3 games with the Yankees, just the 7th Yankee to do it all time, and the first since Hideki Matsui did it in 2003. Great first impression indeed. Well, Andrew Heaney's going to make his first impression. He makes his Yankee debut on the mound. We'll have more from him and Meredith Marakovitz when we return right here on Yes.
In just a bit. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovitz. The Yankees will get their first look at Andrew Heaney tonight. He was acquired from the Angels just before the deadline, and even though he has an ERA over 5, the Yankees feel as though they can get more out of him. I spoke to Heaney when he joined the team in Miami about some of that untapped potential.
I don't know if that's proprietary information. I don't know if I should go sharing all their secrets. Honestly, just probably some pitch usage and kind of pitch execution and a couple things. I mean, I talked to Matt Blake for maybe 20 minutes today, and we had a brief conversation yesterday. So I think just scratching the surface of all the things that they're going to kind of bring to light. I'm just excited to learn all the little things that they got for me.
When I spoke to Heaney about putting on pinstripes, he told me it is going to be exciting. Pitching in the Bronx, there is definitely going to be a little added adrenaline. The Yankees will try to continue their winning ways next. Michael Kay will be joined by Paul O'Neill in the booth when we return right here on Yes.
NYU Langone Health. Manage your healthcare from anywhere with the NYU Langone Health app. By Cadillac, visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer and experience the ultimate in iconic luxury. And by FanDuel, more ways to win. Well, the Yankees have taken the field, and Joey Gallo is in left field, and Anthony Rizzo is at first base, both wearing pinstripes for the first time. Yankee pinstripes, I should say. And we'll take a look at the starting lineup put together by the Orioles. It's brought to you by TikTok. It starts on TikTok, and it starts with a guy who's having a magical season. Cedric Mullins, top 5 in the AL in all of these categories. 125 hits, 321 average, 554 slugging, and a WAR of 4.3. So he's 26 years old. He is having his career season. You see the rest of the order. They will face the new Yankee left-hander Andrew Heaney. This is what he did with the Angels this year. 18 starts, 6-7, 5.27. They like 113 strikeouts in 94 innings for sure. Now let's take a look at the scouting report, Paul.
Well, it is the big debut, big opportunity coming over. Has lately been a great pitching staff. He can only add to it. With Herman on the IL, who knows where this will take him. And the hook, that has been his curveball, his best pitch of the year. Hitter's only 179 against it. Fresh start. Meredith kind of touched on it talking to him. They think he's much better than his numbers.
Orioles 37 and 67. Yankees 56 and 48. Mullins is ready. Heaney's ready. Let's do it in the Bronx. First pitch is a strike. We're underway. And the 0-1. 1-1.
Pretty loud roll call tonight, Michael. I can hear it here.
Yeah. Gallo gets his first roll call and lifts his gloved hand to wave. They just give him Rizzo. And so now he's indoctrinated into the Bronx. Fly ball to Gallo on the run, coming in, makes the play, one away. Why don't we check out the game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. It's 79 degrees. No chance of rain. Humidity 40%. The wind is just 5 miles per hour.
Did you say no chance of rain, Michael? We don't see that very often. I'm a big fan.
Zero chance. There's Austin Hayes. Mark Rippiger is the home plate umpire. Phil Cuzzy at first. Tom Hallion at second. And Malachi Moore is over at third. Popped up. Rizzo gets a chance. He's called off by LeMahieu. 2 away. Let's check out the defense presented by Geico. Rougned Odor makes his first big league start at third base. He had his first big league appearance at third in Miami. Stanton is in right field, and it's his first game in right field since 2019. He played 2 games at left in Miami and did not start. Last night's game, of course, multiple Gold Glove winner Anthony Rizzo was over first. Here's Trey Mancini. Swing and a miss.
Just kind of watching Heaney a little bit. Don't know much. Obviously, he's new to us. Obviously, he forgot to get on the call to Rawlings and change that glove. That's still the Anaheim Los Angeles Angels glove. But nice, free and easy. Kind of a sidearm delivery. We talked about his curveball, which he got Mullins first time up.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a Rizzo-like debut. As he gets the Orioles in order, 1-2-3, and the New York Yankees are coming to bat. All right, so it's time for the Yankees to come to the plate against Jorge Lopez, and the Yankees starting lineup brought to you by TikTok. It starts on TikTok. Aaron Judge is DHing. Boy, he loves when he sees the Orioles on the other side of the field. In 8 games this year against the O's, 7 home runs with 12 ribbies. And look at the OPS. Also, this lineup that you see, 7 players have had a 30 or more home run season in their career. So there's a lot of firepower for the Yankees. And it's all righty-lefty, all the way down. Something that they were missing in the first half of the season. Now there's so much more balance to this order. And here's Lopez, his 22nd start. He's 2-12 with a 6.19 ERA. Tell us about him, Paul.
Well, it's been a rough ride. You look at those numbers. They are not good. 2-12 with a 6.19 ERA, which is 3rd highest in the American League. And we like him. Well, if you're the Yankees, you do like him. He pitches to a career 7.23 ERA against the Yankees in his career. And he sinks it. He is a sinker ball pitcher. That's his best pitch. And he will add a changeup and a four-seam fastball. But sinker slider. See what the Yankees want to do with this tonight.
Grounded foul outside of first. Check the defense presented by Geico. Hayes, Mullins, and Santander from left to right. You've got Franco, Urias, Valleca, and Mountcastle third to first. Severino's behind the plate catching Jorge Lopez. One and two. And Anthony Rizzo is on deck. We'll see how the crowd receives him when Paul Olden announced the lineups. He got a huge hand before the game. The 1-2. Grounded to third. Franco across the diamond, one away, and here's Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo. Number 48. It's about to go down.
A lot of fans standing. That's got to make you feel good. Welcome to the Bronx moment, and also helps that he was so hot in Miami. 5 hits and 9 at-bats. On base 9 out of 13 times. And also, if you carry it back to his Cub days, he has a 9-game hitting streak. 13 for 31. That's 419. 2-0.
A lot of players and people will say, oh, you know, I don't really hear the fans. I'm so locked in. You hear the fans, Michael. You know when people are standing. You know when, you know, they're clapping. They want you. It's a great feeling to walk out on that field and know the fans are behind you.
Three and 0. Let's see if they green light Rizzo. Taking 3-1.
Yeah, he took a 3-0 pitch down in Miami the same way. I mean, a lot of hitters, not that he doesn't have the green light, a lot of hitters don't want to hit 3-0. You're a little too anxious.
From 3-0 to 3-2. Rip foul. A lot of family from the New Jersey area, so friends and family here for Rizzo. When he was a kid, he was actually in the stands and saw David Cohn's perfect game live back in 1999. And he gets plunked. Second time he's been hit since becoming a Yankee, and he gets hit a lot. Because you mentioned this in Miami, Paul. He's on top of the plate.
Yeah, he is right on top of the plate, but I don't care if he's in the back of the batter's box here. No chance of getting out of the way. Two-seamer right at his knee. But you get the weight on that front foot. No moving it. Ouch.
He's been hit 171 times since 2011, most in the majors. The next up is Starling Marte at 128. And there's a ball.
Walk here, Michael.
Yeah, so Rizzo will move to second on the ball.
We don't have to figure this one out, Michael. This actually was a balk. He started, stopped. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. That's a balk.
So here's Judge, now a runner in scoring position. One man out, just underway in the Bronx. Inside, 1-0. Way outside, 2-0. Lopez, 28 years old, 6 big league season. His velocity's up this year, but so are all of his numbers, and not for the good. There's a strike.
That's a typical strike called on Aaron Judge. And you talk about velocity being up, Michael. Sometimes as a sinker ball pitcher, it's not what you want. You know, you're overthrowing a little bit. You do lose a little of the movement.
Grounded to third. Gobbled up by Franco across the diamond. 2 away. All right, Paul, you ready? The keys to the game brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, we've gone on over a lot of this. New faces after all the trades. Gallo, Rizzo, Heaney. I mean, they get their first home game in Yankee Stadium. Let's see how that goes. And should be another one. I mean, Baltimore is not a good team. And, you know, you have to go out and beat them. You need to take advantage of these kind of matchups and clean up the house. You know, the Yankees have not played great at home in the Bronx this year. 27-23, which is 17th in Major League at home. So good time to fix that.
There's Joey Gallo. 1-0.
Didn't seem too impressed with my keys, Michael. Come on.
I was locked in. No, I was locked in.
You looked a little bored.
Not a
Tell
bit.
me the truth.
You never bore me. Many emotions, but never boredom. 1-1. First of 3 against Baltimore, and then Seattle comes in for 4. He struggled since the All-Star break, 4 for 46. And 1 for 12 in Miami. Did get a double yesterday over the head of De La Cruz in right field, a blistering line drive. So that got him off the hitch schneid as far as being a Yankee. The 2-1. 3-1. And Gallo walks. So the Yankees with runners on first and second, 2 outs, and that brings up their right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, this pitch looked like it hit the top of the zone. We'll take a look at it. A tailing fastball. Yeah, clearly a strike. Gallo known as a guy that gets a ton of walks. Every once in a while, umpires just assume he knows what's a strike and what's a ball.
So here's Stanton, hitting 173 since the All-Star break. That's in 15 games. 1-0. Played 2 games in left field in Miami. I should look comfortable out there. Yesterday he didn't start. Now in right field today. First time since 2019. Grounded softly to third. Franco bare hands, fires, and they get Stanton for the final out. For the Yankees, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We've played 1, 0-0 right here on Yes.
Welcome back. Michael, as you mentioned last inning, in his first 3 games with the Yankees, Anthony Rizzo made an immediate impact. 5 runs scored, 2 homers, 3 RBI, 3 walks. I spoke with Aaron Judge about Rizzo the other day, and he told me he is fitting in. He's cracking jokes, having fun with all of his new teammates, talking about what he's seeing at the plate, and just talking hitting. As far as Rizzo in the batter's box, Judge told me it has been impressive. He never gives an at-bat away. From the first pitch to the last pitch, he gives 100%.
100%. It's clear he's a true leader, and he's going to fit in just fine here.
You know, we're watching him, Meredith, after he got plunked, and he is flexing that leg. He's been rubbing the side of the knee as well. The Yankee athletic trainers did not come out to look at him, but that was hit square right on the side of the knee. And his whole time at second base, he was flexing the leg and then rubbing it. So this is him on base. So you hope that it's okay.
Yeah, those things are never fun, and the worst thing you can do is not move because they get more stiff. So you know, stay in the game, move, get some heat on it. It's going to be there a while, but you know, Rizzo to me looks like a guy that just plays through these. I mean, he's been hit almost 200 times in the past, so you know, it's not the first.
He got hit on the hand in Miami, like he got him flush, but never blinked and stayed in the game and continued to rake. 2-2. That one is lofted to left field. It's a base hit over the head of Odor and down the left field line. Gallo will field. Going for two is Mountcastle, and the throw is high, and Mountcastle with a leadoff double here in the second.
No opportunity for Gallo whatsoever. This ball was hit so softly, just kind of dunked out there, and he was kind of playing way over in the gap. Good strong throw, but just no time.
He's thinking double all the way. And even knowing that Gallo has a very strong arm, he made it. Here is Santander. Pitch is high from Heaney. 1-0.
Santander is a guy last year in 11 home runs and only 37 games. He has had some injuries, but way down this year. It just has not been his year so far offensively, but only with 6 home runs and 27 RBIs.
Three and 0. There's a strike. 3-1. Three and 2. So started 3-0, now it's full. Orioles 30 games under 500, but they're 9-6 since the All-Star break. They have the second worst record in all of baseball. Only the Diamondbacks are worse than the O's. Swing and a miss. Good comeback by Heaney as he strikes out Santander.
Yeah, again, with his little crossfire, he went strike one, strike two, getting back in the count away, and then threw one up and in and got it by him. So, you know, from that arm angle, sometimes you get good movement in. I'm impressed when he goes to his fastball and how free and easy it looks. It looked like he slowed his windup down early in the count on his changeup. That's something you do not want to do as a pitcher.
Here is Ramon Urias, one of the Orioles' better hitters with runners in scoring position. 14 for 40, that's 350. Inside, 1-0.
Yeah, Urias has been kind of a pleasant surprise. He's become the regular shortstop. Freddie Galvis has been hurt with a quad injury for about a month, and Urias has stepped in and done a pretty good job.
So 1-1 with Mountcastle at second. Odor deep at third. Swing and a miss. Take a look at the arsenal of the Yankee left-hander. So he throws the four-seamer almost 60% of the time, then the curveball's next, and then the change. And that's from StatCast 3D, presented by Google Cloud. Two and two. Just missed off the plate. The 2-2. Fouled away. Still 2-2. Beautiful day here in New York City. Great night for ball game. Decent sized crowd at the ballpark. The beginning of a homestand. The Yankees were just on the road for 10 games. They went 6-4. Including a sweep of the Marlins to end it. 2-2. Inside. 3-2. Mountcastle started the inning with a looping double over the head of Odor at third. Santander struck out. Now a 3-2 count on Urias. Popped up, shallow right. Stanton's there to make the play. 2 away.
Well, so far, Haney has got to fastball counts where he's had to challenge hitters. And, you know, even though he's not 96, 97, he has a sneaky fastball because of his arm delivery, and he's got some outs so far. Getting that ball in on the right-handed hitters with the Orioles.
So here's Severino. 10 hits and 34 at-bats since the All-Star break. That's 294, 231 overall. He has some power, 8 home runs and 27 runs batted in. And a strike. And 2. So as he said to Meredith, the Yankees felt that they could tweak some things with Heaney and bring out a better product. So let's see if he can put those into action, some of the changes they want it made. The 0-2. And that's one of the keys that you have with analytics, because they look at everything and they see what a pitcher throws and whether or not it could be tweaked or improved. And I guess the Yankees saw something there with Heaney and felt that they could turn him into something that they really could use over the final 2 months of the season. That one is ripped down the left field line, and it's a foul ball. And, for Heaney, it's, he wants it to work, Paul. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. So it behooves him as much as it behooves the Yankees to find another level.
I'll tell you one thing, they said the same thing about Clay Holmes, and so far, I mean, he has been really good. He's ground ball after ground ball, so a lot of times different organizations see different things to change, make you a better overall pitcher.
The 1-2. 2-2. Franco's on deck. Second inning here at the stadium. Yankees and the Orioles, 0-0. Runner at second. 2 men out, a 2-2 count. And time is called. So what we've seen from Heaney so far, Paul, is he's very deliberate on the mound. Really takes his time between pitches. Now, you remarked about his glove. He said the other day, he said, all my stuff I have is red. I got to get blue stuff now. Fouled away. Another 3-2 count. And the payoff. Grounded back to Heaney. So he works around the leadoff double. Orioles strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 2 more games against the Orioles on the Yankees' upcoming schedule. Both night games here in the Bronx. Then Seattle comes to town. First 2, Thursday and Friday at 7:05. Then Saturday and Sunday, 1:05 starts. All of them on Yes. Then the Yankees head to Kansas City for 3 against the Royals. Then the Field of Dreams game on Fox on the 12th. Friday is an off day, and then 2 games against the White Sox in Chicago. Yankees looking to continue to make their move. The Red Sox have dropped out of first place after being swept by the Rays, so the Yankees are 4 back in the loss column from the first wild card, and they're 1 back in the loss column for the second wild card. So here is Rougned Odor. One 1-0. See the shift against the lefty swinging Odor. Now I saw a stat, Paul, that really startled me about the just completed road trip. So the Yankees had a 10-game road trip, and in none of the games, this is according to StatSync, none of the games did they score more than 4 runs. Every single game was 4 runs or fewer. And they still won 6 games. shows you how good their pitching was. It's only the second team in big league history to do that in a road trip of that length. The only other one, the 1971 Mets, a team that Ken Singleton was on. So the Yankees won the 6 games, but their offense really did not click at all. Even in the 3 games in Miami, just their pitching was so good.
And it's been the starting pitching too, Michael. And you know, with Tyone and Montgomery really turning the corner as starters, and congratulations to Tyone for the American League Pitcher of the Month. So I mean, these type of things don't show up every day, because you hear about, you know, oh, Garrett Cole didn't have a great game, but some guys behind him have really turned the corner in the starting rotation.
Yeah, Montgomery continues to pitch well, just doesn't get run support. Tyone was 4-0 with a 1.16 ERA to win the AL Pitcher of the Month. Walker Buehler of the Dodgers won it in the National League. And Tyone is the second Yankee pitcher to win that award this year. The other Yankee starter was Garrett Cole, who won a monthly award. Now, Meredith, you spoke to Tyone, right?
I did, Michael, and he said that award tells him that all the hard work he has been putting in has paid off. He went on to say that he doesn't know that he can put up those types of numbers for the rest of the season, because there's some luck involved when you're on the mound, obviously. But the thing that he's most encouraged about is he just has a confidence on the mound right now. He said he feels different when he gets the ball every 5 days. And he also thinks there's still room for improvement. As good as he was in the month of July, he identified some things that he still wants to work on. And Paul, if you remember back to when he started throwing that 2-seamer again, it seemed like that unlocked a lot of things for him. And he said he just got a better read on hitters, how they were swinging, how they were approaching things. And that pitch, even though he doesn't throw it all the time, has helped him identify a lot on the mound.
Yeah, that really, we noticed it in a couple starts, and he had such a good 4-seamer that last time out that he used it the majority of the time. You see Gary Sanchez walk, but it gives him another option. And as a hitter, when you're seeing a 4-seamer, then a 2-seamer, and on some nights you don't have that overpowering fastball, you can go to your 2-seamer. I'll tell you one thing, there's been some pitches here that have not been caught by the catcher Severino very well, and it has cost Lopez some strikes.
And he caught it. Roger Clemens used to call it a windshield wiper, where your hands go back and forth like a windshield wiper, and it pulls it out of the zone. Sometimes the umpires get fooled. Gleyber Torres did not have a great series in Miami, 1 for 13, but Aaron Boone said he wasn't concerned about it, because he said Miami's got really good pitching. He said, I think it was more a product of that than Gleyber not swinging the bat well. That one is looped into shallow right. Santander is there. And heading back to first is Sanchez. I'll tell you one thing the Tyone story tells you, Paul. You got to be patient in baseball. The season is so long, because let's be honest, when he was struggling, you and David and I would talk, it didn't look like he belonged up here. It looked like he was overmatched. His stuff was short. And if the Yankees had given up at that point, well, then they would never have reaped the benefits of all the changes he's made. So you got to have patience.
Yeah, we had talked about it, that he was a work in progress. He hadn't pitched in a long time, but every single time out you would see quality pitches, but they weren't there time after time. And now, the majority of his pitches are good quality pitches with some kind of conviction, some kind of thought behind them, instead of just throwing the ball over the plate hoping that somebody swings under it.
Good guy, works hard, so you like to see him enjoying baseball again. He's been through so much, obviously, the 2 Tommy John surgeries, the battle with testicular cancer, and he has persevered and battled and never complained. And here he is, the American League Pitcher of the Month in July. So congratulations to Jameson Tyone. 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 2-1. The sun glinting off the door of one of the suites out in right field. The 2-1. 3-1. And DJ LeMahieu is on deck. Leadoff batter for the Yankees tonight. And he walked him. So a hit by pitch and 3 walks so far issued by Lopez. And that puts runners on first and second for LeMahieu.
It's good to see LeMahieu back in the lineup. Urshela still over there nursing the hamstring. But, you know, the more times you get this lineup together, the more times people are going to be knowing what part of, you know, what they should do, what the team needs out of them. And LeMahieu always good at bats, especially in this situation with runners in scoring position. So, you know, the more times you put a lineup out there together, I think the better it is for them to gel and figure out how to win games.
Chris Holt, the pitching coach, goes out and talks with Lopez. So the Yankees had runners on first and second in the first inning, didn't cash in. Now first and second with 2 outs, with LeMahieu at the plate. And he grounds it to second. Valleca is there, and that will do it as they strand 2. Once again, we'll go to the third. Nothing right here on Yes. Well, for fans of a certain age, this is a day that left a hole in our heart. This date, 42 years ago, Thurman Munson died in a plane crash in Canton, Ohio, as he was practicing takeoffs. And the reason he was trying to become so proficient as a pilot is so he could spend time with his family more during off days, because they lived in Ohio. He's a Yankee captain. He was a gamer. He was one of the best players that ever played for the Yankees. His career cut short by the crash. And again, it is one of the worst days in Yankee history, the day that Thurman Munson left us. And he has really never been replaced. Number 15 will never be worn again. One of the greatest Yankees, and the only thing that keeps him out of the Hall of Fame, and maybe he should still be in, was the fact that his career was just cut short to 10 years. Franco will lead off the third inning. And there's a strike. Paul, just growing up a Yankee fan during that time, and you got the news, and you just couldn't believe that it happened. Thurman Munson, who was, you know, he was just on the field. You just saw him on the field, and he was 32 years old. And as a player, he was pretty much indestructible. He was the leader of that Yankee team. They won 2 championships in 77 and 78. He won the MVP in 76, the year they lost to the Reds in the World Series. 7-time All-Star. 3 Gold Gloves, Rookie of the Year in 1970, and he was there in the transition from the rough times. He and Bobby Mercer and Roy White, and they kind of all stayed together, and then pieces were added to make it a championship team. But Thurman Munson was the heart and soul of those Yankees.
Yeah, I still remember walking in the locker room for the first time when I was traded over, and his locker's still there with his catcher's equipment in it, in the old Yankee Stadium. And there was just, you just kind of stood there and looked and kind of pictured him in there. And many times, Michael, you and I both have had the pleasure of being with his wife at Old Timers Day, and just, you know, it's amazing how much he meant to this organization.
And his wife Diana has kept his legacy alive with the Thurman Munson dinner, which raises funds for developmentally challenged people in the workplace. And every February, you know, she makes it there, and she has kept his legacy alive. She's a great lady. The family is together, and but they do miss Thurman Munson quite a bit, as does the entire Yankee fan base. And as I mentioned, fans of a certain age, I don't know if we'll ever get over that, because it was kind of a slap in the face of reality about mortality. And, you know, sports stars are supposed to stay young forever. And losing Thurman Munson was a blow to many. The 1-2. 2-2 on Valaika. Strike three, Valaika down looking. Did not like that call.
Again, Heaney, I love the way he is kind of cross-firing into the righties, and he's had a lot of success so far early in this game by getting outs when he needed him. That ball a little in, but he got the benefit of the doubt.
So here's Cedric Mullins against Heaney. And a strike. Mullins was the starting center fielder in the All-Star game for the American League, replacing Mike Trout, who was voted in by the fans but was injured. But he earned that spot. He had such a great first half. He's had a great season. 125 hits, 49 extra base hits. He comes into this game with a 10-game hitting streak. I think his success at this level even has surprised the Orioles.
He's only in his 4th season, so he still has room to grow. But you're talking about a great year, Michael, that you pulled up, leading the American League in hits. So
gonna be a long run for Gallo and Odor, and neither can make it. Odor came closest. Remember, he's a left-handed batter, so Gallo was probably shaded more toward the gap, and he couldn't get there. Odor certainly gave it a try.
Yeah, and Odor, you're right. You see kind of running in circles out there, just not accustomed at that angle, being his first major league start at third base. Kind of round around it. I mean, it is such a tough play as a middle infielder to catch those balls over your shoulder, but especially at an angle you're not accustomed to.
This is just his 2nd game career at third base and his first start ever. And his first game was this past weekend in Miami. So he's playing third because LeMahieu is having a bit of a triceps issue. So the throw from second is a lot easier on the arm than the throw from third. But now with the shift, he's over on that side. That one is drilled deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. A home run by Mullins, and the Orioles lead 1-0.
Oh, what an at-bat by Mullins. Fouled off some pitches, and it makes that Odor play look even larger. His 18th of the year. This little guy, big pop, knows how to hit. All down and in, lefty's dream, but against a lefty, sometimes you get away with that. But boy, Mullins, after that many pitches and at bat, just drops the head, lines it into the seats.
1-0.
See that spin right there? That ball's supposed to tail in, kind of a two-seam fastball, and it kind of just stayed straight.
High fly ball, deep left. Gallo back. He's on the track. He's at the wall. Leaps. See ya. Back-to-back home runs. This time Hayes goes yard. And it's 2-0 Orioles.
Back-to-back home run. Hayes is 11th of the year, 37th RBI. Tell you what, the Orioles, you know, you've said, Michael, they have played better as of late after the All-Star break, but you know, a team that, you know, has trouble getting out. But no trouble here hitting the ball out.
Here's Trey Mancini. '11th home run for Hayes, 37th ribby. He does give up fly balls. That's his game. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, that's the pitch right there that he's going to have to find to really continue to throw that ball on the inner half to righties. You're going to have to be able to finish that changeup and get it going away.
Two and one. Fly ball right center. Drifting over is Gardner, and he'll make the play for the final out. But back-to-back home runs by the Orioles against Heaney, and they lead 2-0.
Welcome back. It's time for tonight's injury report, brought to you by Montefiore Doing More. Corey Kluber was getting in some work here at the stadium in the 3 o'clock hour, throwing a simulated game. Aaron Boone said he threw about 22 pitches, came through the session okay. The Yankees have been pretty pleased with what they have seen from Kluber so far in the rehab process. And Michael, it's not just Kluber who is on the mend. Also, Luis Severino is scheduled to start a rehab tomorrow with the Somerset Patriots, so he is moving in the right direction. I spoke to Severino briefly today, who said he is excited to get back out there. No word on exactly when he is expected back or how many outings he will need, but certainly encouraging that both of them are throwing to hitters and both are on the mound.
0-1 count on Rizzo. You know, Brian Cashman was on MLB Network Radio yesterday, and he actually gave a timeline. He said that Severino and Kluber will be back between August 22nd and September 1st. Those were the dates he threw out. So what additions. That one's grounded to short right field. Valleca retires Rizzo for the first out. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. It's amazing the damage that Judge has done to the Orioles. Since 2017, he hits .342 with 24 home runs and 57 ribbies. And that's over 54 games. So let's extrapolate that to 162. That would be 72 home runs and 171 ribbies.
Be a pretty good year, huh?
Yeah. One and two. Now against Jorge Lopez, he's 3 for 4 with 2 home runs. He grounded out to third in the first. 2-2. Bottom of the third inning here at the stadium. It's 2-0 Orioles. And the highest career OPS is against the Orioles. Well, that one skinny point between Teddy Ballgame and Aaron Judge. So 2-2 on Judge. Judge has gone deep 9 times in his last 11 games against the Orioles. Franco plays deep at third and close to the line. Urias is in the hole. That's short. That one's fouled away. Vallejo on the second base side of the bag, but certainly up the middle for Judge. The 2-2. Outside 3-2. So from 0-2 to full. Strike 3, Judge down looking.
Lopez really changed his timing in between pitches and almost kind of quick pitched on this 3-2. And front door slider just kind of locked Aaron Judge up.
Gallo takes a strike. Gallo leads everyone in the major leagues with 77 walks this season, and he walked in the first inning. 0-2. Big cut, fouled away. And Lopez deals. Now, of the 2 newest Yankee offensive threats, this ballpark will benefit Rizzo the most. Gallo hits the ball all over. He could hit it out of any park. But there was a study done that if he played all of his games here, Rizzo would have 10 more home runs than he does. So a lot of his high fly balls to right field would be in the short porch here.
You know, Wrigley Field's always been known as, you know, the days the wind blows out, but you know, there are days the wind blows in, and Wrigley Field can play extremely large. So especially in April when it's cold.
As Gallo down looking at a called third strike. We have 3 in the books. It's 2-0 Baltimore. All right, time for trivia. Thurman Munson is one of 3 catchers to win 3 or more Gold Gloves and multiple World Series. Who are the other 2?
Well, Yogi won a lot of World Series. Did he have a lot of Gold Gloves too?
And a guy in your town won a couple of World Series and was one of the great catchers of all time. Mountcastle hits one deep to left field. That ball's gone. He just crushed it. 3 home runs against Heaney. It's 3-0 O's.
All of a sudden, that ball that he was sneaking in on right-handed hitters, he's just leaving out over the plate enough and has not shown enough away where some of these guys are starting to sit on that pitch inside. Mountcastle's really rebounded over the year, got off to a horrible start. Ended up being the rookie player in June and kind of turned his year around.
Hits the Santander outside.
This ball creeps over the middle. And all of a sudden, 18th home run of the year.
2-0. Two and one. Three and one. One's popped up. Here comes Rizzo. One away.
Well, if you're Heaney, you got to realize that, you have given up 3 solo home runs, but, 3-0. Talked about the Orioles starting pitching, the highest in the major leagues, giving them nearly 6 runs a game. So you just got to kind of get things settled down here a little bit, throw up a few zeros, and give this offense a chance to get you back into the game. Like a lot of those fastballs ending up over the middle of the plate now, where early in the game he was having a little success outside inside. Now you're starting to see a lot of pitches middle of the plate. The ball's getting hit hard.
That one is hit hard to left field. Gallo back, still back, still back. See ya into the bullpen. Urias connects for a home run. 4 solo home runs against Heaney, and it's 4-0 O's.
Again, it all goes back to location. I mean, you were talking before the game with Heaney about usage and this or that of certain pitches, but no matter what pitch you're going to throw, it can't be down the middle of the plate, and he has really missed past couple innings. Middle of the plate, Orioles not missing it.
Severino swings and misses. Fifth home run for Urias. And for the rest of this year, he's got the shortstop job with Freddie Galvis traded back to the Phillies. He's taking advantage of it. 0-2. And the pitch. 1-2. Nothing Orioles. 2 home runs in the second, 2 home runs here, or in the third, and 2 runs here in the fourth. All solo shots. He ties a career high for the left-hander. Also against Baltimore back in 2017, though. Three and two.
That's one thing I have seen, Michael. I mean, his fastball's free and easy. His curveball he has not found control with, which is his best pitch. And if you look at his changeup, he doesn't finish, and it's kind of he's slowing down his windup. And if you don't finish the pitch, you don't get the movement, and it doesn't fool the hitter.
That one is wrapped deep to center field. Turning and looking as Gardner will play it off the wall. He fires into second, and Severino in there with a double. That just came a little short of being the 5th home run against Heaney, and the crowd is not pleased. And Matt Blake will come out.
Again, ball out over the plate and hit hard. Ball carrying up the middle of the wall. All of a sudden, the Yankees getting a little shell shocked here. Pretty close to his 5th home run of the night.
You know, as Blake talks with Heaney, I want to share a text that I got. We talked about Thurman Munson passing away 42 years ago in that plane crash in Canton. And I just got a text from Kay Mercer, Bobby's widow. She said, "Hey there, hearing from New York friends just now, all appreciating your on-air Thurman stories. I'm sure I'd loved hearing them too. Everyone assumes it's a sad day, but it's actually a day of wonderful memories and happy thoughts shared with many of the Yankee wives. We touched base via a big group text thread tonight, and all agree that the sweet friendship still ongoing overrides sadness. The hubbies, no longer with us, will always stay in our hearts of our families and Yankee fans. We feel very blessed to have this connection. Hugs to you guys in the booth."
Well, it's good to hear, Michael. That is so cool because it is becomes a family with guys that have played with the Yankees. The old timers stay, the wives, the players. Neat stuff.
1-0. Pitches high to Franco. Swing and a miss. There's a change. 2-1. Joely Rodriguez getting ready. Fouled away. The 2-2. Fouled away, still 2-2. .77 pitches so far for Heaney. Had an easy first inning, just 9 pitches, 1, 2, 3. Not so much the last 2 innings. .22. Still 2-2. Line down the left field line. Gallo giving chase. Oh, what a play! He took an extra base hit away and saved a run. Gallo with a brilliant grab for the second out.
I'll tell you what, Michael, you don't have to sugarcoat this one. This is a great play. 6'5" on the run. Jumps and just gets at the top of the glove and stays in. Great break on the baseball. Actually jumped a little bit too quick, not knowing the ballpark as well. I'll tell you what a big play and a good play. Joey Gallo.
Here's Valleca, fouled away. What a catch by Gallo. One and one. One and two. Four 0 Orioles. We're in the top of the fourth inning. 4 solo home runs against Andrew Heaney in his Yankee debut. Here's pitch number 83. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. But 2 runs on 3 hits with 1 man left. Thurman Munson, one of the great Yankees. 2 championships, countless thrills. Just an amazing ball player. Left us much too soon. Our thoughts go out to the Munson family on this day. All right, answer to the trivia question. Thurman Munson, one of 3 catchers to win 3 or more Gold Gloves and multiple World Series. Who are the other 2? I guess one is Bench, right?
I think Molina.
Let's see if we got him. Yeah.
How you like that?
Audi scoreboard, bottom of the 4th inning, 4-0 Orioles. And Giancarlo Stanton will lead off against Lopez. Oh and 1. Grounded softly to third. Franco. 1 away. 2 ground balls to third by Stanton.
You see a little frustration right here. It's just, you know, as a hitter, you get so frustrated when you go through these times.
Pitch, I guess, a little high to Odor. 1-0. Two and 0. High pop-up. Mountcastle called off by Valleca, who makes the play for the second out. Sanchez takes outside. Well, the innings have had base runners. Rizzo was hit by a pitch. Gallo was walked in the first inning. Stanton grounded to third. Then Sanchez was walked, Gardner was walked, and LeMahieu grounded to second. That one is grounded to third. Franco another try. And stunningly enough, the Yankees are being no-hit by Jorge Lopez through 4 innings here at the stadium. We go to the 5th, 4-0 O's. Well, thank you, Ryan. We'll go around the majors. Chris Bryant, what a way to start his Giants career. A solo home run in his Giants debut. So all 3 Cubs, they hit home runs in their first games with their new teams. Baez, Rizzo, and Bryant. Mookie Betts had a home run and played second base in his return from the IL. And Jose Barrios, a strong first start with the Blue Jays, 6 innings, 5 hits, didn't allow a run, walked 1, and struck out 7. We go to the top of the 5th inning here at the stadium. You see RJ on the foul pole, but it's 4-0 Orioles over the Yankees, top of the 5th inning. Joely Rodriguez takes over for Andrew Heaney, and he will face the top of the Orioles order. And there's a base hit. So Mullins 2 for 3. Rodriguez picked up the win with just 1 pitch in relief in Miami. And now 1 pitch here at the stadium, and Mullins picks up a single.
You watch the front shoulder of Mullins and how good he is at staying in there on lefties. He had the home run earlier and then stayed inside that one. And then along with his average and home runs and everything else he does, he also steals bases. He's got 18 stolen bases, which is second in the American League behind Merrifield from Kansas City. So got to keep an eye on him also when he's on first.
All right, so Paul, that's it for Heaney with 4 innings. So what'd you see? What do you think has to improve?
Well, I don't think he ever got his curveball going. I think he had a couple innings where his fastball was all right. Then he started missing location. I did notice, you know, just kind of watching him pitch, that he is changing his delivery a little bit on his changeup, which really can be picked up by a hitter. So I think that the main thing is to find your curveball and finish that changeup. And I think all will be well. But tonight really struggled trying to get the curveball going and use that changeup around the fastball.
2-1 on Hayes. And it all started so innocently because there were 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Mullins hit one, a pop-up in foul territory, third base side, and Odor could not get to it. Neither could Gallo. So that gave Mullins another swing, and that was a home run, followed by a home run by Hayes, and then 2 more home runs in the 4th inning. Runner goes, swing and a miss. No throw. Sanchez held on, so a stolen base for Mullins.
Gary's talking to possibly getting interference called here, but no, couldn't come up with it. Mullins, we talked, I mean, good speed, pretty much does everything on the baseball field easily.
I think Gary in his setup to throw actually stepped on the foot of Hayes, who was hopping around. So 19 stolen bases. Only the Royals' Whit Merrifield has more with 27. See, Rodriguez has a Texas Rangers glove.
You see what Rodriguez does. He does neutralize lefties, but Mullins is not your just normal lefties. So he led off the inning. Now you got to go through Hayes.
Now Rodriguez's splits show that he's very good against lefties, but not that great against righties. 3-2 on Hayes.
You watch Gary Sanchez kind of gets handcuffed on this pitch, and it doesn't make it look like a strike. But again, these are things that are going to happen when you don't. I mean, these are new pitchers he doesn't have a lot of experience with, but that's definitely a strike. But it was not caught like a strike, so he didn't get the call.
Swing and a miss. Got him on the changeup. One away.
A good pitch here. I mean, you get a strikeout. You don't advance the runner. Now you can have a little wiggle room with Mancini. With 19 home runs and 60 RBIs. If you get behind, you could pitch around him.
Runner goes to third. No throw. Easy steal for Mullins.
I'll tell you what, Mullins is just a heads-up player. Look, just no chance for Gary Sanchez. It's a walking lead and off to the races. Just great instincts out there as a player. Do a lot of things out on the field.
Had trouble with the transfer, but he would not have been able to get him. So that forces the Yankees bring the infield in. And Mancini could not hold up on that one. 1-1. So Mancini hits better against lefties. Popped up. And Rizzo makes the play. That's just what they needed. 2 away.
Boy, great pitch. As a pitcher, I mean, you've seen the way you can keep the ball in the infield. And the last 2 hitters, a changeup away. You've got a strikeout with Hayes, and then you jammed Mancini. And that's a good way to get pop-ups that aren't deep enough to score that run from third base.
Here's Mountcastle, doubling a home run against Heaney. Pitch outside. 1-0. Let's take a look at the exit velo on the home run presented by Spectrum Mobile. Go to spectrummobile.com today. This one was crushed. 103.3 off the bat. Traveled 383 feet. High pop-up, right side. Long run for Stanton. Near the line, he makes the play, and that will do it here in the 5th. No runs a hit. 1 man left. We're halfway through at the stadium. Orioles lead 4-0. Hey, it's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicle of the Yankees. Tonight's picture was submitted by Enrique. He's celebrating his 38th birthday by watching his favorite team surrounded by friends and family. Enrique tweeted at me and Paul today to wish him a happy birthday, so happy birthday. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Post your picture to social media to reflect your love for the Yankees, and we might spotlight you in a future game. I think he's 38 today, so happy birthday.
He's just bragging to us, Michael.
Yeah, it's in our rearview mirror.
Way back.
Way high. First pitch to Torres, 1-0. So the Yankees looking for their first hit. And a little review of what went down in the top of the 5th inning. As Sanchez and Rodriguez will go over. Maybe keep the runner closer, give me a chance, something like that. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, Rodriguez didn't hold runners well, but he did a good job of getting out of that inning. At 4-0, you would assume the Yankees will at some point make a run offensively throughout this game, but to save that run, big job, great job by Rodriguez.
So Lopez has had base runners, but he has not allowed a hit to the Yankees yet. The 2-1. 3-1 on Glaber. Remember, Lopez came into this game with a 6.19 ERA. And there's a walk. So another walk issued by Lopez. So the Yankees are getting runners on base. That's the fourth walk. He's also hit a batter. So here's Brett Gardner. Gardner walked in the second inning. One and 0. In his career, Gardner's had 45 doubles against the Orioles. All of the Yankees we know like to hit at Camden Yards, and it's been a rough couple of years for the Orioles, so they haven't exactly been running Jim Palmer out there.
Lopez struggling here with a leadoff walk, and now two balls against Gardner. Good job of taking another pitch. Make him throw a couple strikes. I mean, you get him in trouble, you're just going to be able to turn the lineup over. DJ LeMahieu on deck.
There's a strike. And there's ball 4. So, first and second for the Yankees. Nobody out in the top of the order coming up.
That's one thing you do get with Brett Gardner is a veteran at bat right there. Pitcher struggling, throws a couple balls. He'll make him throw a couple strikes. He'll take pitches. If Lopez is going to fight his way and give you runners, take them, and then you get the big hit to get back into this game.
Another trip to the mound by Holt. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Lopez's 6th big league season. Milwaukee, KC, and now Baltimore. And the Yankees have an opportunity here in the bottom of the 5th. First and second, nobody out, and here's LeMahieu. Gets the strike call off the plate, 0-1.
That's what really irritates me right there, is because as a player, LeMahieu's going to go up. He's going to make him throw a strike. Well, he didn't throw a strike, but he got it called. So Mark Ripperter gives him that ball off the plate, and when a pitcher is struggling, it's not like they deserve a pitch off the plate.
Foul back, straight back, 0-2.
backup slider. If it would have broke at all, he probably would have hammered it. But every once in a while, that spin, it actually goes back the other way, and it kind of fools you as a hitter.
Missed outside. Boy, it's so frustrating, I'm sure, for the Orioles. The stuff that Lopez brings to the party, throwing 97 miles an hour and struggling the way he does. Count 1 and 2 with Rizzo on deck. Lofted into center field. Mullins right there in right center will make the catch. Tagging Torres will go to third. Throw comes into second. So first and third with one man out for Rizzo.
Here's Yankees first baseman, number 48, Anthony Rizzo. Number 48. It's about to go.
Rizzo hit by a pitch in the first inning, grounded to second, and really short right field in the third with Valleca in the outfield on the shift. Three infielders on the right side again. Only Franco on the left side. First and second with one man out. On one. Rizzo has 5 home runs in his last 7 games, so he's been on a home run tear. Had 2 over the weekend in Miami for the Yanks. Skied the other way. On the run is Hayes into the corner near the wall. And the catch was made, and tagging and scoring is Torres, and moving to second is Gardner. So a sac fly for Rizzo, and the Yankees are on the board. It's 4-1-0s.
I'll tell you one thing, if you are Torres, you have got to sprint home from third base. Brett Gardner taking a chance here, does a good job with reading that it's going to be caught or foul, and a great play down the line. And Brett Gardner makes it to second base, but a very close play.
So Hayes with the catch in foul territory, a sac fly. And this is how close it was with Gardner getting into second. Good throw by Hayes. So here's Judge. Yankees have a run, still don't have a hit. Oh and 1. The 0-1. 0-2 on Judge. Judge is 0 for 2 tonight. A ground ball to third and a strikeout looking. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss got him. So the Yankees still being no hit, but they do get on the board on a sac fly by Rizzo. We played 5 in the Bronx, and the Orioles lead this one by a score of 4-1. Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Yankee Stadium. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Well, we go to the 6th inning on the Montefiore scoreboard. Orioles lead 4-1. 4 solo home runs for the Orioles against Yankee starter Andrew Heaney. Joely Rodriguez came on to pitch the 5th. Now here he is in the 6th. 1-0 on Santander. 2-0. This year, coming into this game, holding left-handed batters to a 171 average, 6 for 35. Line drive and off the glove of a lunging Rizzo, and it goes into right field for base hit for Santander.
We'll see the reaction here. That's not a lot of time to react. That ball hit very hard. Rodriguez gets behind in the count. Go ahead and challenge him. He lined one the other way, just off Rizzo's glove.
Here's Urias. He homered in the fourth. 0-1. And the lefty deals. 1-1. Well, since July 4th, the second game of that doubleheader against the Mets, Yankees 15-7, and a big reason has been their starting pitching to a 2.69 ERA. That got jumped a little bit today, the 4 runs against Heaney. Balk. So Phil Cuzzy calls a balk as Santander will go to second.
Again, Michael, where's the balk? Where is it not? So Cuzzy thought that he came back too far. Your call's as good as mine.
It's almost like the pitcher's version of a check swing. It's all according to the mood the umpire's in. That's right. And the pitch. Inside, 2-2. No one warming in the Yankee bullpen. And the pitch. Missed outside, 3-2 on Urias. Three-two. Missed inside. So a walk. And Rodriguez, a little bit of a jam here to start the 6th inning. First and second, nobody out. And Blake on the phone to the bullpen.
The offense just scored a run. You just got a feeling that you know, if you can hold them down, that you'll be able offensively to run them down with that 4 runs. But Rodriguez pitching himself into a mess here. Ahead in the count, ends up walking him.
So here's Severino. That one gets away from Sanchez. The throw to third. Not in time. And Arias moves up to second. That'll be a wild pitch.
I don't know if it's the release or the movement, but Gary Sanchez having all kind of problems, you know, framing pitches and even coming up with pitches from Rodriguez. A good throw on the other side of the bag. Might have had him. But Odor has to pick the ball and then come all the way across, which allows him time.
Yankees have to bring the infield in. Down by 3. Second and third, nobody out. And the count 2-0 on Severino. Swing and a miss. Lucas Litke get loose. Infield in, second and third, nobody out. 4-1 Orioles, top of the 6th inning. .95-mile-an-hour fastball strike, 2-2. So he's got some pitching to do here to get out of this jam. Brandon Hyde did not like that call. Said the ball was up. Santander at third. Urias is at second. Severino at the plate. Joely Rodriguez on the mound. Just missed inside, 3-2. One pitch away from loading the bases. High fly ball. Gallo's settling underneath. Santander tags. Here's the throw. It's cut off by Odor. Throw to third. And Arias gets in ahead of the tag. So a sac fly for Severino. And it's 5-1 O's.
Yeah, you could tell that Gallo was just too deep. And then he kind of overthrew it. And as an outfielder, when you overthrow it, you don't get the good carry. This ball probably should have just gone to third base. Really no chance, as deep as he was. So as an outfielder, you just kind of overthrow it, and it just you muscle the ball, and there's no carry. Obviously, short hops Odor. Had a big run for Baltimore. As soon as the Yankees seem like they get back into the game, then you really kind of made a mess out of this inning. And it's not over yet.
Infield remains in. Here's Franco. And there's a strike. 0-1. (5-1) Baltimore. First game of a 3-game set Monday night here in the Bronx. So with 5 runs, the Orioles, having studied the Yankees' just completed road trip, have to feel pretty good, because we told you those 10 games, Yankees did not have one game where they scored more than 4 runs. They're going to have to do that tonight to come back, as Sanchez talks things over with his left-hander.
Well, they really had Franco out in front of that changeup. It would be a great time to just go back to back. But the only problem is you got to be really careful not to bounce it. Gary Sanchez has to know that changeup can end up in the dirt.
The 0-2. Miss low, 1-2 on the changeup. Valleca on deck. And the pitch. Inside. 2-2. Fly ball into center field. That should be deep enough. Urias tags up, and Gardner just flips the ball in. So a sac fly for Franco, and it's 6-1 O's.
Well, Rodriguez has pitched himself into these 2 runs by not being able to throw strikes and a wild pitch, and then all of a sudden just a couple good fly balls, and next thing you know, that 4-1 game has turned to 6-1. And now a big hole for the Yankees offense, who have been struggling tonight to catch up.
Here's Valleca. So 2 newly acquired Yankee pitchers. Not a great debut here in the Bronx. Obviously, Rodriguez did get that 1-pitch win in Miami, but first time he's donned the pinstripes, this has not been a pretty outing so far. Popped up, Rizzo, and that will do it. But the Orioles get 2 runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees down by 5. The Yankees have not had a hit against Jorge Lopez, and he has flirted with perfection before. And this is when he was with the Royals in Minnesota. Took a perfect game into the 9th inning. He walked the leadoff batter, Max Kepler. So that ended the perfect game. And then the next batter, Robbie Grossman, ended the no-hitter. One of his best games he's ever pitched. Now, he probably has very little chance of getting it here because he's at 83 pitches as he starts the 6th inning. And the first pitch to Joey Gallo is a strike. Montefiore scoreboard 6-8-0 for the Orioles, 1-0-0 for the Yankees. Gallo has walked and struck out. Lopez deals. 1-1. Two and 1. There's the line. 5 walks, hit a batter as well. A sac fly by Rizzo brought in the only run. That came in the 5th inning. 3-2 on Gallo.
Well, I tell you, if you're the Yankee hitters and you're looking at Lopez, you got to figure if you grind in bats, he'll walk you. He'll get himself in trouble, and he'll give himself in position to give up that big hit.
That one is driven into the gap, and it's one hop up against the wall. Gallo has a leadoff double. There goes the no-hitter, and the Yankees have a runner in scoring position.
Lopez is getting to the point where he's getting in deep counts on anybody and everybody. Two-seamer kind of stays right there. Joey Gallo doesn't get it all, but he gets enough of it to drive it out to the wall for an easy double.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. He has hit slow ground balls to third twice. 9 for 54 since the All-Star break. Fastball outside.
Again, if you look at Lopez, I'm telling you, if you grind at bats, he will walk you, and he'll set up a big inning. It's just very hard for Yankee hitters now, hearing so much about their power, to be patient and not swinging balls out of the strike zone.
Cesar Valdez warming, and there's a strike to Stanton, 2-1. Rougned Odor is on deck. Missed inside.
Michael, you just get that feeling now that it's 6-1. A lot of times you think a couple hits will be fine. You're going to need a big blast tonight to get back in this game. A walk or 3-run homer, something to light this crowd up and get the Yankees back in this game.
Swing and a miss. Goes with the slider on 3-1.
I'll tell you what, not a good one either. Right there.
Grounded foul outside of third. Been a rough season for Lopez. 2-12. Came in with a 6.19 ERA. He's at 5.97 now, but the Yankees looking for a big blow here in the sixth. Popped up, right side, out of play. They'll do it again.
Well, if you're Stanton here, you've swung at the last couple pitches. You just can't get in that swing mode where you got to realize Lopez is having problems locating. Make sure that ball is in the strike zone.
Three-two. Strike three. He's gazing at a knuckle curve, and he's down looking, and the Boo Birds are out in the Bronx.
We had some pitches earlier in the count, and finally, when you give a pitcher enough chances, he'll make a good one. Kind of buckled Stanton. The good curveball.
It has been a long stretch of Stanton just not having it. And a strike. Crowd very quiet, looking for something to cheer about. Swing and a miss, 0-2. "100 pitches, and this is how he got there. Easiest inning was the fourth. 2 strikeouts, 1, 2, 3. The 0-2. Ripped down the right field line, but foul. Yankees would not mind getting into that bullpen. Combined 4.88 ERA for the Oriole bullpen. The 0-2. High pop-up right side. Baleka makes the catch in front of Santander. 2 away.
After the leadoff double, you've left him at second base. Now it all comes down to Gary Sanchez trying to get a base hit. You've gone from a big inning to just trying to score 1, and an at bat here with Gary Sanchez coming to the plate.
Sanchez has walked and grounded to third. Well, Joey Gallo standing at second base, and you figured that when he doubled, that took some of the heat off. You took the 0 out of the hits column, and then they'd loosen up just a little bit, but that has not been the case. The next 2 batters struck out looking and popped to second. The 2-0. 2-1. Gallo at second, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, 6-1 O's. Popped up. Santander makes the play, and the Yankee offense is absolutely asleep on this Monday evening in the Bronx. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is open and ready when you are. Planet Fitness, your fitness is essential. And by the New York Lottery, get out there and play. Well, Lopez gets congratulations from his teammates. Now he will turn it over to the bullpen for the final 3 as we go to the top of the 7th on the Cadillac scoreboard. Orioles lead 6-8-0 to 1-1-0. So Gallo's double, the only Yankee hit. Now the Yankees will turn it over to Lucas Litke. "39 games, an ERA under 3, 55 strikeouts in 49 innings. So here's Mullins. He started the scoring with a 2-out home run against Heaney in the 3rd, and that was followed by an Austin Hayes home run, so back-to-back solo shots. And Litke starts him off with a strike. Well, Cedric Mullins this season, 4 home runs against the Yankees. Only Austin Meadows and Bo Bichette have more. One and one. Yankees playing the pull. It's a little dangerous, though, because he can chop the ball the other way. Odor is on the grass at third. Most of the left side is open.
Especially against lefties. In his last at bat, he'll stay inside and hit the ball up the middle to the left side.
Fly ball, left center. Going back is Gardner, and he's there to make the play. And they retire Mullins. So here's Hayes. Swing and a miss. And that one's bounced up there. 1-1 on Hayes. Well, we mentioned the Orioles with 30 games under 500, but they're 9-6 since the All-Star break and lead this game 6-1. That was well in front of the plate.
Oof. That's self-defense at that point.
2-1. Two. Yankees home all week. A game each day, 3 against the Orioles and then 4 against Seattle. And Seattle is leading Tampa Bay 7-2 at the Trop. That's in the top of the 7th inning. Tampa Bay just swept Boston to move into first place. Soft roller, right side. Litke fields and flips to Rizzo. They just got him for the second out.
Well, Litke took his time knowing that he was going to have time, but then he couldn't get out of his glove, and it made it even closer. Want to make sure that he got it, take it out, but then he kind of bobbled it. Still got it.
And they got him. Well, you watch Litke pitch, Paul, and you just wonder, how could so many teams have missed on? He's been out of baseball, or been out of the majors for 5 years. And look at the season he's put together. It's a great story. He was in the A's minor league system last year and never made it to the big club. And when he became available as a free agent, the Yankees called him the first day because they had tried to sign him even before he went to the A's. They've always liked his stuff and felt it translated up here. 1-1 on Mancini. And now every single pitcher that's been toiling in the minor leagues for many years, they probably look at Litke as the patron saint and said, that could be me. If somebody gave me a chance. Right? Yep. Top of the 7th inning, 6-1 Orioles, 2 outs, nobody on, 1-2 count on Trey Mancini. 0 for 3 tonight. Litke deals outside, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Lipke works a 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Orioles lead the Yankees 6-1, but will stay right where we are as they honor America in the Bronx.
Your attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, will you rise and remove your caps? Tonight, the New York Yankees are honoring as their veteran of the game, United States Air Force Airman First Class, Milton Latoni from Brooklyn, who served in the Korean War. The Yankees say thank you for your sacrifice and service to our nation. And now, Yankee Stadium organist Paul Cartier's rendition of God Bless America.
All right, thank you, Ryan and Jack. 6-8-0 for the Orioles, 1-1-0 for the Yankees. Jorge Lopez went 6 and allowed just that 1 hit, and a sac fly drove in a run. And in an inning, he didn't allow a hit. And guys were talking about Heaney, and he did not do well. 4 innings, 4 solo home runs. The Orioles make the Planet Fitness call to the bullpen. They will call on Cesar Valdez, who has a great changeup. And when the Yankees have seen him, he has befuddled them. But this is a different pitcher, Paul. Since May 11th, he has an ERA over 8. So his ERA for the season is 5.40. And he has more than a strikeout per inning, but opponents hitting .305 against him.
You know, I have never heard of a pitcher, Michael, that throws a changeup 78% of the time. Well, you got one right here from Valdez.
There's a base hit for Torres. Time to check out the Audi electric moment. Visit your Tri-State Audi dealer and experience the fully electric Audi e-tron today.
I'll tell you what, Lopez, he had the game of the year. He has been struggling 2-12 with a 6+ ERA, but tonight, through enough strikes, enough sinkers, did a great job for the Orioles.
So here's Brett Gardner, runner on first, nobody out. Paul, when you throw a changeup like 75% of the time, isn't that essentially just a really bad fastball?
Unless you show something else, yeah, but it all goes back to the arm speed. I mean, if the arm speed is there and you have a great changeup, you can double it up, triple it up. And even sometimes guys that have that many changeups will change speeds on it and have the ability to work it both ways. But yeah, when you're throwing it that % of the time, hitters definitely are going to start to look for it.
Three and 0. Paul Fry, one of the 2 lefties, getting ready. There's ball 4. So the Yankees off to a good start against Valdez. First and second, nobody out, and the top of the order coming up.
Tell you what, Brandon Hyde's got a stare over there, doesn't he, Michael? He stares down the umpire when he doesn't like the call. There's no doubt about it. And you look back, he was the bench coach under Joe Madden during the World Series in Chicago. Knows Anthony Rizzo pretty well, I would assume.
Yeah, Rizzo said it was one of the things he was looking forward to today, because he said, I've seen Brandon Hyde's kids grow up, and I want to say hello. LeMahieu is 0 for 3 tonight. First and second, nobody out. And a strike. Valdez, 36 years old, 4th big league season. Orioles picked him up out of the Mexican League last January, and then he dominated in 9 appearances last season with a 1.26 ERA. He became the closer for the O's in September. Outside. His manager said he's unbelievable, incredible. He uses different arm angles, different looks. It's fun to watch. There's a ground ball short. There's one. And the scoop by Mountcastle. And that is a dagger as LeMahieu bangs into a 6-4-3 double play, and Torres moves to third.
You see him out on his front foot and come around the ball, which he's really ahead of it. Easy double play for the Orioles.
And that is going to do it with Rizzo coming up. Hyde's going to go to the lefty. That's what they did in Miami a couple of times, and he burned him. Let's see what happens next when we get back. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. And by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicle of the Yankees. And by FW Webb, the official plumbing, heating, cooling, and PVF supplier to the New York Yankees. So Paul Fry having a very good year. This will be his 42nd game, 56 strikeouts in 40 1/3 innings. Has not allowed a home run, walked 19. He's been very, very effective. But the double play off the bat of LeMahieu really takes the starch out of the inning. Let's see if Rizzo could keep it alive. This is a move that the Marlins made twice over the weekend, bringing in a lefty, and what he does is he lines the ball to left field. Let's see if he does that against Fry. Runners at third base now with 2 outs. Yankees down 6-1. Rizzo's driven in the only run, a foul sac fly down the left field line. A strike from Fry. He's had 7 straight scoreless outings. The 0-1. Quickly 0-2 on Rizzo. Fouled away. Just missed the outside corner. Good take by Rizzo. 1-2 on Anthony Rizzo for ideals. Swing and a miss. He got him. And the Yankees first and second, nobody out, and they get nothing here in the 7th, leaving 1. We'll go to the 8th inning. Orioles up by 5. Well, show us your walk-up, and you could score exciting Yankees prizes from Pepsi. Scan the code on screen to launch the Instagram filter option. Pick your preferred filter and share your video using hashtag PepsiNYY sweepstakes to enter. Well, Paul, tonight the Yankees are 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Hyundai scoreboard shows the result of that. They're trailing 6-1. And DJ LeMahieu with that ground ball double play. With runners in scoring position, you see Albert Abreu's numbers. He's hitting .247 this year. He hit .384 the last 2 years. So it's been a struggle for DJ in those spots this year after being almost automatic the last 2.
Yeah, every year to year, players go through certain things, and it was so easy for him last year. And, you know, he has had spurts, but just not near the consistency that you're used to seeing with LeMahieu.
So here's Mountcastle. He doubled and homered off of Heaney. And a fly ball off Joely Rodriguez. Grounded to third, backhanded by Odor. The throw will pull Rizzo off the bag. That's going to be a base hit for Mountcastle, his 3rd of the night.
It looked like Odor was trying to read if this was going to go foul or not, and then it waited so long they really had no chance. And actually a really good play by Rizzo to keep this ball from going to the screen. Actually kind of slipped on his throw. Be nice to see Abreu get through an inning. It started off with a base hit down the line after that horrible outing he had in Tampa Bay. That you want to try to get your mind off of that and move on.
(2-0) on Santander. Diving back Mountcastle. So with his 3 hits tonight, Mountcastle's now 10 for his last 21 and has a 5-game hitting streak. Also has 37 extra base hits on the season. Yankees shift with the lefty swinging Santander at the plate. 2-1. The 2-1. Lined into center field. It is a base hit. Gardner fields. Mountcastle will go to third. The throw not in time. So the Orioles have runners on first and third and nobody out here in the 8th inning.
I'll tell you what, if you go up and down the lineup, the Orioles have had great swings today. Right there, another one, line drive right up the middle. Hard to defend good swings, hard hit balls, and line drives and home runs, huh, Michael?
It is tough. Santander is lifted from the game, so they bring in a pinch runner. And it is Ryan McKenna. Fastball misses inside. Mountcastle at third. The pinch runner McKenna at first. Nobody out. Yankees have the infield back. Soft ground ball to Odor. There's one on to first. Hits a double play with Mountcastle scoring. So Arias hits into a double play, but it's 7-1 O's.
Abreu with his good sinking fastball just jams him. Mayhew does a good job to get rid of the ball. Allow Rizzo to complete the double play, but again, the Orioles just keep tacking on runs one after one.
Severino takes a strike from Abreu, 0-1. And 2 on the Orioles catcher, who's 1 for 2 with a sac fly tonight and a double. Ten hits for the Orioles, just 2 for the Yankees. We're in the top of the 8th inning, 7-1 Baltimore. Fouled away, still 0-2. One and two. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the slider. That'll do it. But the Orioles tack on a run. 2 hits. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Well, fans, come out to Yankee Stadium this Friday, August 6th, when the Yankees host the Mariners for one of the hottest promotional giveaways of the season. It's Garrett Cole Top Gun Bobblehead Night, presented by Bank of America. The first 18,000 guests in attendance are going to receive a Garrett Cole Top Gun bobblehead. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Speaking of Garrett Cole, he'll get the start tomorrow for the Yanks. 10-6, 3.11, and Alexander Wells make his 3rd start, and he will go for the Orioles. Paul Fry deals a strike to Judge as we start the bottom of the 8th. McKenna takes over in left, and Hayes moves from left to right, replacing Santander. Oh and 2. Judge 0 for 3 tonight. It's odd when he's 0 for anything against the Orioles. We've detailed his exemplary numbers against Baltimore. One and 2. Uh-oh. Where to go?
I don't know. How in the world did I get out here? Huh? Uh-oh.
Well, this could be a while.
Yeah. Michael, go down there and catch that cat, would you?
Well, if that person would open the door there, he might. The little cat might go through. Looking for some way.
Donuts.
Now, we usually don't show when somebody gets loose on the field, but this time we're making an exception.
For the cat lovers out there, huh?
Nice. Good hops.
Very athletic, huh?
Yeah. Oh, must be so frightened right now.
Scared.
He would feel more comfortable if the Tigers were in town.
Nice. Just figuring out, why do I live in the Bronx again?
I mean, is anybody thinking about maybe going out on the field and getting the cat? I mean, I don't know, but.
No chance.
Oh.
We've seen this before, Michael. Remember in Seattle, and then the grounds crew actually picked up the little kitten, and the kitten bit him. And he ended up dropping him again. One thing, that cat is going to be exhausted. Ouch.
Just open the door. What are they doing? Oh, my goodness. Two times the cat was right near the bullpen door and they kept the door closed. It makes no sense. Can't make this up. There you go.
Hey, hey.
We finally have something to smile about. Hope the cat's okay and obviously frightened. So the count 1-2. Two and two. Bottom of the eighth inning. 7-1 Orioles. 2-2. High fly ball center field. Mullins is there. One out here in the eighth. Well, Paul, it's my bet that the cat coverage will be all over SportsCenter. There's not much that
Good
is.
chance.
Yeah, there's not much that's been better than that. Gallo with a high pop-up. Way up there. Who's going to get it? And Arias does. And has to fall down. Well, let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. Oh, we've got the cat in slow-mo. Wow. In the air. In the air. Flying. And then some terrible defense. A lot of waving at it. Giancarlo Stanton takes outside 1-0. And Stanton works a walk as he reaches for the first time. Well, tomorrow night, same time, same place, same matchup. Don't miss game 2 of this series at the stadium. Coverage starts at 6 with Audi batting practice and the pregame. Then first pitch is a little after 7 right here on Yes and streaming on the Yes app. They are not holding Stanton at first. Mountcastle behind him with the lefty Odor at the plate. And he swings at the first pitch and wraps it deep to left center field. Mullins runs it down, got a great jump, and covered a lot of ground to end the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. But there was some speed on the bases, elusiveness. Good job by the Cat. The Yankees, they go down without a run. Well, do you think you know who will hit a home run? How many strikeouts the starter will have? Now you have a chance to win big cash prizes with Yes Pick and Play, the new free-to-play game on the Yes app. Just open the app, tap the Play tab, and make your predictions before every Yankees game. Play the perfect game, and you could win the $25,000 jackpot. So get in on the action for free with Yes Pick and Play on the Yes app. So make sure your app is updated or download it if you haven't already. And you can make picks for multiple games at a time. And once you lock them in, track your progress on the leaderboard to see how you stack up. Abreu in for a second inning of work, and he deals a ball to Franco. There's the slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. There's a strike. Franco 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Robbed of an extra base hit on a beautiful play by Gallo in left field. Franco, Valleca, and Mullins here in the 9th. 7-1-0s. Yankees have just 2 hits. Line drive. It is a fair ball and a base hit into the corner. And mishandled by a fan, so it's going to be a double for Franco.
Guy got a ball from Joey Gallo in his first night in Yankee Stadium. As a Yankee, that is.
I'll tell you what, Paul, this is a disappointing performance by the Yankees here tonight. You consider, you know, they're unveiling Gallo and Rizzo, and Valleca gets plunked. They just came off of a sweep of the Marlins. They've gained ground 3 games over the weekend on the Red Sox, and things were looking up. People were feeling good, ready to cheer, and they've just come out and it's been flat. They've done nothing against an Oriole team 30 games under 500. It's not a good look at all the way they've performed so far tonight.
No, this was not the way it was drawn up on paper. I mean, you're facing a guy who was 2-12 at a 6+ ERA. You're bringing in your new faces. You're right. You're unveiling a new team, and things were just kind of dead tonight. You're right, Michael. And it you know, pitching does that, but is it the pitching or is it the hitting? I mean, Lopez does not have good numbers, but he shut down the Yankees tonight. And actually, when you come back from a long road trip, you know, you're excited to play at home. I mean, it should be a boost. I mean, this should be, you know, you should just reverse the numbers, Michael. It should be 7-1 Yankees right now, and we'd feel much better about things.
Mullins with the foul ball. Now, you could speak to this better. I've always felt in all the years I've been around baseball that after a long road trip or a long flight, usually adrenaline gets you through the first game. It's the second game that sometimes shows up. So kind of unusual. They'd be excited, and a pretty decent crowd here at the stadium. But again, I guess you've got to give credit to the Orioles, but they are 30 games under 500, and the guy that started had a 6.19 ERA, so it's kind of hard to reconcile that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. That's why I'm being real quiet, Michael. I'm just trying to figure it all out, and it's not making sense to me right now.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out. This kind of performance is tough to wrap your head around. The 1-2, swing and a miss as Mullins down on strikes. 1 down.
Tell you what, this is the only bad swing I've seen from Mullins all night. He's gone on everything against the lefties or righties. I mean, he is something.
So here's Austin Hayes. Big cut and a foul ball. 0-1. This could be 2. This should be 2. There's 1 on to first. It's a double play as Abreu works out of trouble. Well, the bottom of the ninth coming up. Let's see if the Yankees have a rally in their bones. Time to take a look at the Cadillac Player of the Game, Paul.
Well, it's their pitcher, and Mr. Lopez had quite a night. Only gave up 1 run. No hitting the Yankees for 4+, so you know he had his stuff going. Bad numbers coming in, good numbers tonight. It's your Player of the Game.
So the Orioles 7-1 over the Yankees as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and Dylan Tate will try to get the final 3 outs. 38th game. A lot of people inquired about Tate right before the trade deadline, and the O's really didn't do anything. A lot of people inquired about Mancini and Mullins. And they kind of stood pat. So Dylan Tate against the bottom of the Yankee order, starting with Gary Sanchez. Sanchez 0 for 2 with a walk today. And a strike. Yankees came into this one having won 21 of their last 36 games against the Orioles. Oh, 2.
Spectrum Mobile. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Just $45.
Outside. 1-2. Tomorrow they turn to their ace, Garrett Cole. 2-2. And you know he's going to be ultra motivated. He always is, but coming off his worst performance as a Yankee in the final game of that series against the Rays, where the Yankees lost 14-0. Incredibly, as great as Cole is, he's the ace of your staff. He's made 21 starts, and the Yankees are 10-11 in those games. It's kind of hard to believe. Two, fouled away. And a broken bat. Well, the WB Mason postgame is coming up right after the final out, so stick around as our Yes Studio team brings you highlights, analysis, clubhouse reactions, and the manager's report with Aaron Boone. That's Ryan Ruocco, Jack Curry, and Meredith Marakovitz. It's all coming up next right here on Yes. And the 3-2 again. Another foul ball, so Sanchez battling.
Well, this will be the 10th pitch, and you see Tate. I mean, just by watching his delivery, 97, 98 with a sinking fastball. And I did notice home run friendly Camden Yards. He's only given up 4 home runs in over 40 innings. It's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive at bat for Sanchez. Tate's 27 years old, 3rd big league season. the Orioles actually got him from the Yankees in the deal that sent Zach Britton to New York. Former first-round draft pick in 2015 by the Texas Rangers. Grounded to third, Franco. One away here in the ninth.
Well, Franco has had a lot of business down at third tonight with Jorge Lopez earlier in the game with the sinking fastball. A lot of ground balls to the left side tonight. Franco's made all the plays.
12 pitch at bat for Sanchez. Torres lost one to Hayes, who puts it away. Yankees down to their final out. I have Franco with 7 assists. So he's had a lot of work there. Made all 3 in the first inning. And here's Brett Gardner. And a strike. One and one on Gardner. Gardner has walked 3 times tonight. That one's past Tate. Baleka to first. And not handled by Mountcastle. So Gardner will reach. Should be a base hit. Keep the game alive.
Yeah, once this ball gets by Tate, it's going to be a really, really hard play with Brett Gardner's speed. Quick transition. I think he was safe anyway.
So that brings up DJ LeMahieu. He is 0 for 4. Hit into a double play in the 7th. Gardner goes for second. He will take it. No throw. That one is laced into right field. Hayes is there, and that'll do it. As the Orioles beat the Yankees 7-1. In the 9th inning, no runs a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So the Yankees completely shut down by the Orioles. They managed just 3 hits, and they lose 7-1 in a flat and uninspiring performance in the first game of this homestand. This is one of those games, Paul, that you just got to shake off and turn to Garrett Cole tomorrow.
Well, it's not the way you wanted to start a homestand and a big homestand with your new faces, but it is what it is, Michael. And you close the book on it, and you come out tomorrow with Garrett Cole. Still have an opportunity to win this series. And then you get the Seattle Mariners coming in for 4, so a lot ahead.
Well, Anthony Rizzo put on the pinstripes for the first time. Same thing as Gallo and Heaney. Heaney really struggled. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up the postgame after that.